What's good, y'all? Rich Sosa checking back in. And I just want to say thank y'all so much to the Rich Gang family, as well as any new supporters that came out to show y'all love as well as y'all support. I just want y'all to know that this is where I drop the daily bangers, y'all. I'm telling y'all, I bring y'all the latest, the greatest, the rarest, and the best builds in NBA 2K, y'all. And just know that anyone who is watching right now is already a part of the Rich Gang family, y'all. But as you can see by the looks of the title and the screen, the build that I'm bringing y'all today is the two-way finisher, y'all. Now, honestly, I was going to drop this build a little bit sooner, but I ended up changing some of these stats and ended up making the version of this build even better than we had before, y'all. So before we get into the making, man, y'all already know what y'all need to do. Be sure to hit that sub button if you're new, y'all. To the Rich Gang family as well as any new supporters, be sure to run up those likes. Now let's go ahead and get into the making of this two-way finisher, y'all. Now before we do that, really quick, I do want to say, as you can see, the takeover that we do get right here is the post scoring, y'all. So this build and version of the two-way finisher is going to be much different than what we are accustomed to seeing in the past and recent 2Ks, y'all. So when it comes to the position for this build, I am sure we can make it out of pretty much any position in the game. So I'm going to go ahead and pick the small forward. Again, you could try to make it out of another build or even a position. But again, I like the small forward and how it came out. So let's go ahead and get into the height, weight, and wingspan. When it comes to the height, go ahead and put it at 6'8". For your weight, go with 230. And your wingspan, we want it the longest possible. So go with 7'6", y'all. Now with the body shape, you could go between burly and built. But what I like to choose is honestly going to be burly. Again, it's all based on preference, but that's what the setup I'm gonna go with is. Now let's go ahead and get into the stats. Now I'm telling y'all right now, before we even do that, this build is gonna be very strict when it comes to the stats, y'all. I have changed just a single attribute that did not affect anything when it comes to the bad setup or even my physicals, and it completely changed the build name, y'all. So go ahead and follow exactly as I'm about to show y'all. When it comes to the driving layup, go with a 92. Driving dunk is going to be a 95, and when it comes to your post control, go with an 84. Now your standing dunk is going to go up to a 38. Now you need to keep it above a 28. Anything below will change the build name, and I'm telling you that right now, y'all. Now when it comes to the shooting, go with an 82 mid-range. If you go anything higher, you do risk changing the build name. Now for the three-point shot, go with an 81, and the free throw will be a 92. Between those two sit-ups, that's going to be 17 and 14 badges. That is really good. Now you could go with the setup for the playmaking of 79 pass accuracy and max out your ball handle as well as your speed with ball. That's going to give you 10 playmaking badges. But again, I ended up making this build a little bit different to get a couple extra shooting badges. So what I did was just take off some of my playmaking to get the extra shooting, and that's going to be okay just as is, y'all. Now let's go ahead into the defense. You're not going to be touching your interior defense because we all know that it does not work and it's broken, so do not worry. But our interior defense is going to be made up when it comes to the strength later on, so do not worry. When it comes to the perimeter defense, go with an 86. Steal will be a 79. Block will be a 95. Go ahead and max out your defensive rebound at a 95, and that's going to bring the offensive rebound to a 70, y'all. Now when it comes to the physicals, max out your speed at 81, acceleration at 78, strength at 85, vertical at 88, and your stamina at 74, y'all. Now the setup we're gonna have is 17, 14, 7, and 26. I'm telling y'all, like I told y'all earlier, when you change a single stat on this build and get a different build name, the original build name that I did get was a perimeter lockdown, y'all. So this build is super good on the defensive side of things, and as you can see, the takeovers, we get the slashing, lockdown, glass cleaning, and post scoring, y'all. So this build is going to be really fun to use all around the board, and it's really just going to come down to your personal preference when it comes to the takeovers. To go with the build name, I'm going to go ahead and pick first finishing moves, and you could go with the lockdown takeover if you want to play more on ball, or if you want to be more of a rebounder and see whether the shot goes in or not. I would pick see the future takeover. Both are going to be really good, neither is a wrong decision, but as you can see, we have made a legit two-way finisher, y'all. This build is going to be super fun to use, especially once you get the pro dribble moves. It is completely going to change how you use this build and what people think of when they see a two-way finisher, y'all. Let's go ahead and check out what this build is going to look like when we hit 99 on it. So first things first, let's go ahead and start off with the finishing. We're going to get a 96 driving layup and 99 driving dunk. When it comes to the post control, that's going to be 88. Mid-range shot will be an 86. Three-point shot will be an 85. Free throw is going to be a 96. Pass accuracy is going to go up to a 67. We're going to have an 80 ball handle for the pro dribble moves. 81 speed with ball. And when it comes to the perimeter defense, you're going to have a 90. Steal is going to be an 83. Block is going to be a 99. Offensive rebound a 74 and a 99 defensive rebound. Now when it comes to the speed, we're going to have an 89. Acceleration is going to go up to an 86. We're going to have a 93 strength, 96 vertical, and an 82 stamina, y'all. So I'm telling you, this build at 99 plus gym rat completely changes how we originally saw this build before. Now let's go ahead and get into the badge setup. We have a lot of wealth here. So first, let's go ahead and start off with the playmaking, y'all. Now you could go with a different couple setups. First one I'm going to go with is going to be gold quick for step as well as gold handles for days. You could go with tight handles on bronze if you want to. But again, to break ankles, this setup right here is definitely going to be able to do that. Quick for step on gold and Hall of Fame Space Creator. I use it all the time on my main build. And honestly, I'm going to tell you right now, it is super OP. Now another setup you could go with is going to be unpluckable on bronze as well as gold tight handles or even bronze handles for days. You can change up these badges, change the tiers, raise them or lower them. It's really all based on what you like to do. Now I'm going to go ahead and get into the shooting. What you want to go ahead and do here is first upgrade your hot zone hunter as well as your deep threes, both to gold, y'all. So we're left with 8 remaining badges. The bronze badges that I love to run on any build that's going to be able to shoot is going to be green machine, catch and shoot, and corner specialist, y'all. Now normally you could upgrade any of these badges to a higher tier if you want to go that route. I would at least upgrade corner specialist as well as catch and shoot. Clutch shooter is another really good badge. Hot shot as well, just to get your takeover quicker. But again, it's really going to come down to what you're more comfortable with. Now let's go ahead and get into the finishing. So what you want to go ahead and do here is first put on posterizer on Hall of Fame as well as heat seeker. Now from there, you could go ahead and help out your teammates to get their takeover as well, to go hand in hand with the heat seeker badge. And that badge is going to be highlight film on Hall of Fame. So from here, we're left with a total of 5 remaining badges. What I like to do is going to be Lob City finisher on bronze as well as Slithery finisher on Hall of Fame. Now you could take off highlight film and you could even put on pro touch or even put back boss. I like to run it on silver at least, but honestly there's so many different ways that you could go about making this build, y'all. Especially when it comes to the badge setup, we have a lot of wealth, and honestly there's a lot of finishing badges that I would like to try and say that it's going to help you out and boost your finishing all around. But I'm going to go ahead and finish it off with the setup that I'm going to use when it comes to the finishing. And that's going to be posterizer, heat seeker, highlight film, slithery finisher, and then bronze Lob City finisher, y'all. Now for our final category, which is going to be the defense, the first badge I'm going to throw on is going to be Intimidator on Hall of Fame. From here, I'm going to go with Rim Protector as well. Now a badge that I like to run on bronze, if I'm running Hall of Fame Rim Protector, is going to be Chase Down Artist. From there, I'm going to throw on bronze Tireless Defender as well. But honestly, you could take it off. I'm going to go with gold clamps, silver box as well, just so we get a perfect amount of remaining Hall of Fame badges. So from here, I'm going to go with Rebound Chaser on Hall of Fame. Another good badge that I would like to run, and even though it's not on Hall of Fame, you could put it on gold and it's going to be Pickpocket, y'all. Now, I like to run Pogo Stick on different builds, especially lockdown builds that can play straight up and defend really well. Chase Down Artist is good on Hall of Fame as well. There's so many different ways that you could go about doing this. You could really run any bronze badge, a couple silver, or even 1 gold and 1 bronze. I'm going to go with Tireless Defender, y'all, but that's going to be the setup of 17, 14, 7, and 26. If y'all watch this entire video through, thank y'all so much to the Rich Gang family, as well as any new supporters that came out and showed y'all love, as well as y'all amazing support. Just know I'm going to continue to drop these bangers daily, man. But y'all already know what y'all need to do. Be sure to hit that sub button if you're new, y'all. To the Rich Gang family, as well as any new supporters, be sure to run up those likes. Go ahead and share this video with your family and friends. And last but not least, y'all turn on post notice so y'all can see when I upload every single day. Man, with all that being said, I got one last thing to say. Rich out.